Hello, and a warm welcome to our series, The Universe of SAP BTP Use Cases. I'm Tanya from the Global User Groups organization.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tor Selej, and I'm part of the SAP BTP Customer Success Program Office. We're glad to have you here today.
As today's session is part of a series, I would like to provide a quick overview of that series. So today is the fourth episode of the series. And I would like to bring to your awareness that next week, in 2 weeks actually, our session will not be on a Wednesday, but on a Thursday, just to let you know. And so you can expect a very interesting session by a customer and a partner, followed by, on December 6th, digital supply chain transformation with SAP BTP, and then next year we will have how to accelerate your finance transformation with SAP BTP. And with this, I would like to hand over to Toros for an update on the upcoming sessions.
Yes, thank you, Tanya. So we do have a number of webinars that we're currently offering you guys till the end of the year. We've got one today, Mobile Solutions with SAP EWM, and we have a whole industry series. So if you're interested in joining any of these webinars, please do click on that QR code and it'll take you to the page where you can register yourselves. And we are working on a great lineup of webinars for 2024. So if you do have any ideas, please do send me a note. I'll put my contact information in the chat as we move forward in this webinar. Next, yeah. I'd like to introduce my colleague, Frank Omare, SAP Global BTP for LOB Program Lead, and he'll be covering digital procurement transformation with SAP BTP. Take it away, Frank.
Thank you very much, Taurus, and welcome everybody to today's webinar. Let me just share my screen. Okay, just want to just check that my screen can be seen.
Not yet. Now I can see your screen.
Thank you. Okay, without further ado, welcome everybody to today's webinar. The subject is driving procurement transformation with SAP Business Technology Platform. As Taurus mentioned, I am a program leader within the Global B2P Program Office, and my role is to help drive the go-to-market and adoption of B2P across two lines of business within SAP, one being digital supply chain, and you'll be hearing from me about that, about DSC, digital supply chain, in a few weeks' time, and today, ISBN. So my role is to help drive the go-to-market adoption of B2P across those two lines of business. And for those of you who don't understand the acronym, ISBN is Intelligent Spend and Business Network. So by the end of this session, you will hopefully have improved your understanding of the value proposition of SAP B2P within the context of procurement. So what does B2P bring to the world of procurement, whether it's sourcing, contract management, invoice management, supplier risk, etc., etc. And we want you to be able to articulate SAP B2P and SAP ISBN solutions as one unique value proposition. So we don't want you to think of it being ISBN plus B2P being another solution you need to worry about. It's really about how does B2P extend, enhance the capabilities of ISBN solutions. And of course, we want you to know where you can go for further information and help if you need it after today's session. So just a quick recap on B2P. SAP B2P is a technology platform, and it brings together into one place analytics, integration, application development, and automation. Now, you might have heard other definitions of B2P. You may have heard of other strands to B2P. But for the purpose of today's session, I just wanted to focus on the 3 pillars and just keep it simple with the time that we've got. So it's a technology platform that brings together unique personalized experiences. There's application development, which helps you to build and innovate. There's automation, which is about optimizing and automating your processes. There's integration, which is about connecting and simplifying workflows across different applications and bringing them together as one. And of course, there's data and analytics. So as I mentioned, B2P builds upon the current capabilities of ISBN solutions. And we recognize the fact that a lot of customers are looking for a very close functional fit in terms of the solutions that they have and what they actually need to run their procurement operations. So B2P enables us to extend, enhance the capabilities of solutions within the ISBN portfolio to meet this customer needs more specifically. The focus is on business value. So it's not just a platform for the sake of a platform. It's quite intuitive. It's a modern development environment for both professional IT and business developers. What does that mean? It means that it has low code, no code, which empowers users, including procurement professionals, to develop their own applications. This frees up IT to work on more strategic things, and it also allows procurement to be heavily involved in the development of new applications to extend and enhance the capabilities of the solutions they have. There's a lot of pre-built data models, integration of workflows, which means that the platform is easy to use and it's quick to use. It's got self-service data discovery, modeling, planning, and analytics, and it's also available through some of our cloud partners. Okay, so that's B2P in a nutshell in terms of a quick recap in terms of what it is. Okay, so I mentioned the fact that we're going to focus on 3 pillars today for the sake of simplicity. So there's analytics, providing flexible spend analytics, integration, connecting different processes and systems, and application and development, which I suppose is what people tend to associate B2P with in terms of building new applications and building new capabilities. So let's just spend a moment or so on the first pillar, analytics. In terms of some of the challenges we face in procurement, it's time. Time in terms of having data that can be analyzed to give meaningful insights. Time to respond to market conditions. Time to respond to the needs of our stakeholders. Time to respond to supplier incidents. So with B2P, we're able to not only enhance our analytics in terms of the breadth of information, reliability and accuracy, but also in real time. So with this, we can provide flexible spend analytics just by extending what we have across the ISBN portfolio to give this total visibility across different regions, different business functions. B2P enhances the insights that we can have, and that enables us to optimize our spend management performance. And based on some of the experiences I've had in working in procurement myself, it enables you to speed up savings reconciliation with finance. So in other words, you're able, through more accurate and reliable data, to validate the savings that you've delivered with finance on a monthly or quarterly basis. And where we have direct spend with volume rebates, we're able to reconcile the spend with our suppliers to capture rebates and discounts, which would normally fall off the table because we haven't got the reliability in terms of our spend information. Integration. We know that many procurement functions have different solutions, either legacy systems or systems that they've recently acquired and haven't been integrated. We also know that some organizations deliberately want different systems across their portfolio because they want to take a best of breed approach. What that what that involves is a lot of integration, and sometimes we don't have joined up processes and systems. Again, B2P is all about time. How can you connect the data from the different applications? How can you provide lean, automated, integrated workflows? How can you speed up approvals and help drive compliance? So this is where B2P comes into this space. And it also allows previous investment in source-to-pay solutions to be leveraged. So B2P is not about ripping out or replacing what you currently have. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about leveraging what you have, whether it's through enhanced data that we've seen in the analytics pillar, or it's through integrating different workflows and different solutions across your procurement IT landscape. Application development automation, as I said earlier on, this is typically what people tend to associate B2P with in terms of building applications, new solutions. And why is this important for procurement? It's important because we've seen over the past few years, particularly COVID and geopolitical incidents, that supply disruption is something that is here to stay. It means that we need to have more robustness and agility in our supply chains. And it also means that the agenda of procurement has broadened. It's changed. It's become more challenging. And to meet these challenges, we need to enhance the capabilities of our current solutions to meet these challenges. And this is where application development and automation comes in. It's about tailoring your procurement processes. And I mentioned earlier on that CPOs of handed procurements are looking for a much closer functional fit of their solutions with their specific needs. It enables us to automate what we have, create new source-to-pay processes which sit on top of what we've got to enhance the user experience. Many CPOs I talk to have their own views of what does good look like. They have their own view of what are the leading practices. So instead of having a generic approach to procurement, through B2P, we're able to make our cloud solutions more specific without re-engineering our core solutions. We can actually make leading practices a reality according to the scope of that procurement organization. I mentioned time, and I mentioned that quite a few times earlier in this presentation. But let's not forget another important aspect of what B2P brings, and that is value. How can we extract more value from what we currently have? How can we drive more value among our procurement transformation journey? Analytics, we can provide flexible spend analytics, as I mentioned. And it's about enhancing the analytics of our ISBN solutions to provide more powerful insights. How can we increase the visibility of data that we have, store it, and make sure it can be classified according to our specific needs? And also, how do we bring data from outside the four walls of our organization to provide additional and richer insights? So in terms of the value drivers, for analytics, it's improved benefits tracking and realization, providing real-time insights and improving the accuracy of committed spend, either through reporting of savings, as I mentioned before, in terms of savings reconciliation, or in terms of capturing volume rebates by greater and better collaboration with our suppliers with data. Integration, as I mentioned before, the reality is procurement IT landscapes are fragmented. They're not homogeneous. And what we're able to do with B2P is to increase the visibility of activities across these multiple procurement solutions. We can connect applications across the source-to-pay landscape so that processes are not only integrated, but also simplified. What does this bring? It enables us to improve the user experience and increase productivity, able to improve the response time to supplier incidents. So earlier on I mentioned time. And we're able to simplify sourcing, buying, and workflows. Application development automation, we're able to augment existing features and functions which bring leading practices in procurement which are specific to that organization. We're able to automate and create new processes, I mentioned before. And it's also about creating an experience for that organization, which is unique. And it helps to bring leading practices into the scope of the organization. And you're able to improve the capabilities of your spend management performance. Okay, so those are the value drivers for customers. So the things to remember here in terms of key messages: B2P helps you to bring value out of your current solutions, enables you to move quickly up your procurement transformation journey to capture leading practices. How should you view B2P? As I mentioned before, B2P is not another SAP solution that we want you to worry about or to think about. It's not something that we're saying is going to replace what you currently have. In fact, it's the opposite. B2P plus ISBN should be positioned as one solution that meets the needs of customers, your needs. And the focus here is on discovering and solving business problems. What does that mean? It means it's about understanding the current issues that an organization may be facing in terms of their procurement. It's about understanding what needs to change. What are the recommendations we need to put in place to address these issues and challenges? Where can these recommendations be met using our core ISBN solutions? And where does B2P play a part in taking ISBN solutions to the next level of customer satisfaction and leading practices? So that's another key message I want you to take away today. ISBN plus B2P is one SAP solution that meets the specific needs of CPOs and head of procurement types of people. So what is a why? So why should you adopt B2P now? Why should you consider it? Well, as I mentioned before, the expectations of the CPO role have broadened, either through design or by accident. COVID, geopolitical incidents, supplier incidents, etc., etc. Without B2P, procurement organizations will continue to be overwhelmed with poor quality data, low productivity. And if the name of the game is to increase spend under management from your stakeholders, you will have low credibility amongst your stakeholders, which means you cannot capture all the spend and drive value out of the total spend that's available in an organization. Many organizations are embarking on a digital transformation, but let's be honest, many organizations are slow to acquire new and deeper digital capabilities along this transformation. What B2P enables you to do is to be very specific and targeted in terms of the things you want to deliver along your procurement transformation journey. We know that cost inflation, we know that there are issues around shortage of suppliers, rising commodity prices. Associated costs and inefficiencies will continue. This is the norm. High costs and complexity in supply chains is something which is here to stay for a while. And we need to overcome these challenges and issues with B2P. As I mentioned before, organizations have a procurement transformation journey which is unique and specific to them. What I want to show on this slide is the fact that we do have capabilities through ISBN solutions. So the ISBN portfolio is made up of a number of world-class solutions, from the source to pay spectrum, and also supplier rate and supplier collaboration. So in terms of ISBN, there are specific things that we know we can do and do very well. But if we want to meet the specific needs of our customers, whether it's around scenario modeling, whether it's around should cost analysis, innovation, driving sustainability, we need our ISBN solutions to do more. And this is where B2P comes in. So we understand that our customers want to review their operating solutions. They want to leverage what they have already. They want greater value, and they want to, and time is so critical and important in running their business. As I mentioned before, B2P is about partnering with you to make sure that leading practices become a reality without having to rip out or replace what you currently have. Okay, I just want to very quickly take you through some recent customer collaborations. So these are instances where we've actually worked with customers. They have bought BTP and they are implementing it to deliver a specific outcome. So the first one I want to take you through is with a healthcare organization in Europe, where we worked with them to develop a portal that would support both their customers and their suppliers. So this was a unique situation where the procurement organization was working as a BPO operation. So we helped them to create a portal that would support both their suppliers and their customers in a source to contract solution. Here you can see the SAP Ariba solutions which are in scope. And in terms of the outcomes, we helped that customer to provide a solution outside of the core functionality of ISBN. The CPO has enhanced reporting and dashboards, which enables them to have greater visibility to win more business. So we've enabled them to have a solution outside of the core functionality of any procurement organizer, of any procurement vendor, and they are now able to connect and collaborate with their third-party solutions seamlessly. The second one I want to take you through at a very high level is should cost modeling. As I mentioned before, rising commodity prices, scarcity of supply is something which CPOs and head of procurement people are grappling with. With all these things which are happening, with the lack of information or information that is in different places, so it's heavily fragmented, it's very difficult to determine what should be the cost of a particular raw material, ingredient, packaging, or whatever may be in scope for that category. So what we need to, and many organizations are doing what we call should cost analysis, using spreadsheets, and it's very manual, data from multiple sources. And by the time you've analyzed it, the information is not only inaccurate, but it's out of date. With B2P, we worked with a customer in APJ, a chemicals company, where we helped them with their negotiations, and we helped to gain insights to ensure their prices were in line with market price indices, and the right price was discovered using cost driver trends. You can see the solutions which are in scope. You can see where SAP Analytics Cloud played a role. And with this, into the outcomes, we helped the customer not only in terms of should cost analysis, but also to do various modeling in terms of pricing. And they're able to leverage machine learning and advanced predictive capabilities to improve the accuracy of their model. Third one is more supply chain related. So this was working with a telecoms company in North America, and they were having issues in terms of supply shortages. And also they had performance issues around some of their suppliers, and they couldn't prioritize the right type of suppliers for the right type of situations. So what we did was we ran a POC, a proof of concept. We got some data from the customer, and within one day, we're able to demonstrate value. So what we're able to do there was to improve the time to value, and we help to drive continuous improvement across the supply chain, resilience, as I mentioned before, which is really important in today's world of procurement. And we help them to develop what we call leading indicators to gain a better insight into inventory management and supply prioritization. We also brought some thought leadership to the table, and we introduced a concept called lead time index, which ranks suppliers based on a set of leading indicators. Okay, so those are three examples. The very first one was from Europe, the second one was from APJ, and the third one from North America. Why am I explaining this? Well, I want you to really understand that B2P can support any organization in any industry, in any part of the world, to meet any specific need the procurement organization may have. I haven't got time to go through this right now, but in terms of the commercial models, there are various commercial models for bringing B2P into the scope of your bill of materials with SAP, either through pay-as-you-go, which is kind of no commitment, and it's a starting point. And it enables you to start your procurement transformation journey very quickly with B2P, and then build up a strategy which enables you to move out to CPA or a subscription-based model. CPA, Cloud Platform Enterprise Agreement, allows the consumption of cloud credits based on your actual usage, and subscription is typically what you would associate with Ariba in terms of fixed price over a period of time. Okay, so various commercial models to suit the need of the organization and also where they are in terms of their procurement transformation journey. Where can you go for further information? Well, we have a number of assets, we have a number of use cases. So we have what we call a point of view document. This is a 20-page document, very simple, takes you through some of the things I've been talking about today in terms of what is B2P, what does it bring to procurement, why should you care, why should you do it now, what are the typical use cases, and where is this, and gives examples of where we're delivering value for our customers. So 20-page document that really just summarizes what I've just been talking about today. And of course, we've got sap.com, which also has a B2P for ISBN page. We have many use cases. So these are worked out specific technical applications for B2P for ISBN. The ones which I'm showing you at the bottom of this slide here are the 4 which were showcased at Sapphire during the summer. And what I want you to leave you with is we do have many use cases. If you cannot find what is specific to your organization, then we can actually work with you either through a proof of concept, or we can do a study with you to prove the concept for your organization. Okay, so in terms of where you can go for further information, there are customer-facing documents we can share with you, and they're available externally on our website for you to look at. And we also have a number of use cases. Okay, this brings me to the end of our presentation. But before I go, there's some key messages. SAP BTP is a technology platform, as I mentioned, that brings to one place analytics, integration, application development, and automation. And I've specifically focused on those three pillars for the sake of simplicity and the time that I have available to walk you through B2P. The focus is on discovery. It's working with you to solve business problems and present the right solutions, which are going to give you the right type of outcome using B2P. B2P enhances, extends, improves the capabilities of what is in the ISBN portfolio to meet the specific needs of customers. We recognize that the agenda of the CPO has broadened. It's become more challenging. And from my personal perspective, it's become more interesting. What does this mean? Well, it means that future needs cannot be met with current process and solutions. But here's the good news. Your current process and solutions can feature in your procurement transformation journey, and they need to be enhanced with B2P. So that's the good news. Following on from there, more good news. It's not about ripping and replacing what you currently have. It's about extending, it's about leveraging what you currently have. It's about getting value out of your previous investments. And it's also about time to value, time to respond, and time in terms of the time it takes you to do spend reconciliation or any other activity which is critical in your procurement operations. That brings me to my very last slide, which is Tanya, Torres, over to you if we have time for questions.
Okay.
Thank you. Torres, you?
Yeah, thanks, Frank, for a great session. So if you guys have any questions for Frank, please do type your questions in the chat, and then Frank will answer your questions. The first question that pops into my mind, Frank, if after listening to your session, where can our customers get started? What resources are there available for them to hit the road running with this?
Yeah. So what makes SAP unique is the relationships we have with our customers. And as I said before, with B2P, the approach is really about discovery. It's about really understanding our customers, understanding their specific needs, understanding that one size does not fit all. We know we have some best-in-class solutions across our SAP portfolio, but let's be honest, they're not always going to meet the specific needs of our customers. So in terms of helping customers along their transformation journey, is understanding and really understanding where are they now, where do they need to go? What can we do in the short term with them? What can we bring in terms of the value that they need today, tomorrow with B2P, and ensuring that they have this transformation journey and building that with them. So I would say, very simply, Taurus, if an organization is thinking about using B2P and they want to know where to start, the first thing to do is to partner with us in terms of discovery session or discovery sessions. Let's really understand what are their specific challenges and issues, what makes them unique, what makes them specific, and how can we make sure that what we put in front of them in terms of tailored solutions are really going to give the outcomes that they're looking for.
Okay. Great. I don't see any additional questions in the chat. Tanya, do you have any questions from your side?
No, I did not see any questions either in the chat.
Okay. And just maybe, Frank, is there one use case that sticks out in your mind that you'd like to share with us?
Yes. Well, I mentioned I took you through some real life customer collaborations. So the three that I showed would be the ones which are kind of front of mind, which is why I kind of picked them for today's session. However, if customers want to improve their reporting and their dashboarding, and they want to make it very specific for them, we do have a use case, which we call the Next Gen Refresh, which is a bundle of 3 use cases, which give them the specific outcomes they're looking for in terms of the user experience. So that is one practical example that comes to mind. But if you were to ask me, after the 3 scenarios I presented, which is the one I would always want to talk to customers about, it would be about the should cost modeling. Because in today's environment where we have raw material shortage, we have shortage of suppliers who are still ramping up from COVID, we have hyperinflation. Being able to determine the should cost or the true unit cost of a particular commodity, raw material ingredient is absolutely critical if you want to manage spend in that organization. So for me, the should cost modeling one is one that is front of mind. Not only do we have a real life example of a collaboration with a customer who've implemented it, we also have a use case for that.
Okay. And then there are customers that have asked me, if they already own some BTP licenses that are unused, can they leverage it to do, for them to always need to do, or do they need to buy more?
No. If a customer has BTP license, or they have credits as part of their transformation, and that could be in collaboration with RISE or any other SAP initiatives. The good news is that they can use them for B2P as well. And as I mentioned before, B2P is about helping organizations around their procurement transformation journey. So whether they are moving to S/4HANA or doing other things, B2P is something that an organization can do in parallel, in conjunction with any transformation that business is undergoing. Again, another key benefit of B2P.
Okay. And then another final question I've got here is some customers have some specific requirements that Ariba couldn't fulfill 100%. Does that mean they need to talk to BTP sales reps to develop it, or can they upskill themselves?
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. The starting position is ISBN. So they are an ISBN customer and they have something from the ISBN portfolio, whether it's sourcing, contract management, risk management, supply collaboration, or even the whole suite of ISBN solutions. The starting point is ISBN. What do you currently have? How are the ISBN solutions currently meeting your needs? Where are the gaps? Where do you need to go to in your procurement transformation journey? Work with the ISBN customer success partner. The customer success partner will then bring in the right B2P resource to present this one SAP solution, which is ISBN plus B2P. So the ISBN specialist will bring in the right people from B2P to deliver the outcomes that the customer is looking for. So that is what we would encourage anybody, whether it's a customer or partner who's listening to this webinar, to always start with the line of business. The line of business will bring in the right resources from B2P. What I've attempted to do in this presentation is just to demystify B2P. I want people to understand what it is, what can it bring, what value does it add to procurement.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's great. That's great. I don't see any additional questions. So please take advantage of this opportunity that now that we have Frank on the line. If you have any specific questions for Frank, please do type your questions in the chat, and Frank will answer your questions. I have put Frank's as well as Aaron's contact information in the chat here. So if after the session is over, a question pops up, please do reach out to them, and I'm sure they'll be able to help you out. I've also put the links to all of the webinars that we're offering in the next couple of weeks till the end of the year. If you're interested in any of those, please do register and join us in an upcoming webinar that we'll be offering. Tanya, do you have any questions from your end? I don't see any additional questions.
No further questions have come up. I have also added some links of interest for further use cases, also to have a look at the Discovery Center, and for help with innovation projects, anyone is absolutely free to contact one of our app houses. And we have sessions on both as part of our series, our first two sessions. And I have posted again the link to our series as well. And in case you cannot access the emails or for whatever other reason, please add your questions, comments in the comments area underneath this video. We will definitely have a look at them and answer any questions you have.
Yeah. And if you do have, and this is to our audience, if you do have a specific use case that we haven't covered, that's really top of mind to you guys, please do send us a note, and we'll definitely try to get our SAP topic experts on a call with you in an upcoming agenda, and we will cover that use case. So please do feel free to let us know what's what you need, and we'll try to tailor these sessions to your needs. I don't have anything else. Tanya, I'll hand it over to you to wrap things up.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And first of all, I would like to thank Frank so much for your excellent presentation. It was an excellent overview. And last but not least, of course, big thanks to our attendees for joining. I hope you got a lot of value from the session, and I hope I will see you again in our further sessions. And with this, a great day to everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Take care.